Good night. My group is made up of Kelly Londoño and me, Adriana Moreno. Next, we will talk about phrasal verbs. In addition, we will emphasize how to use them to describe people and places accompanied by video, exercise, and game. Phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are made up of simple verbs to which a preposition or an adverb is added. Sometimes this particle causes a slight change in the meaning of the verb. It qualifies it, but on other occasions it involves a totally radical change. For this reason, they are so difficult to learn. Many times there is no choice but to learn them by heart. However, there are some more common phrasal verbs that can help you master the language. Describing people and places. Number 1. Back up means supporting. Example: the rest of the team backed her up when she talked management about her plans. And it can also mean go back or make a backup. Number 2. Bring up means mention something. Example: don't bring up the budget during the meeting, please. Carry out means execute. Example: the company is carrying out a plan to increase salaries by 20% next year. Number 4. Come across means or indicates meeting someone by chance. Example: I went to a park and came across your brother. He's looking so grown up now. Number 5. Come up with means to introduce an idea or solution. Example: remember our eat problem? Well, Carlos has come up with a great solution. Number 7. Find out means to discover. Example: Maria got promoted when they found out she has excellent business skills. Number 6. Drop off has the meaning of leaving someone on a site. Example: Marcos is dropping me off at the airport today. Number 8. Get along means be friendly. For instance, example: do you get along with your English teacher? I think she's really cool. Number 9. Get back to means to reply later. Example: let me check up some numbers and I will get back to you with an answer this afternoon. Number 10. Get over means to overcome. Example: he has gotten over his breakup quite well, don't you think? Number 11. Give up means to quit a habit. Example: I gave up smoking last May. It can also mean surrender.
Hurry up, darse prisa. For example, hurry up or we will never make it in time. Look after, cuidar de alguien. Example: I'm looking after the children while my sister is at work. Make up, recuperar. Example: making up for lost time. Otros posibles significados: hacer las paces, maquillarse, inventar. Pick up, recoger. Example: can you pick me up at the train station? También puede significar aprender por casualidad. I picked up some French while I was living in Paris. point up, señalar. For example, thanks for pointing it out, John. Otherwise, we could have made a big mistake. Set up, fundar, establecer. For example, I have always wanted to set up my own freelance business store. On, off, encender, apagar. Example. Can you turn the lines of when you leave, please? Turn out. Ocurrir de manera diferente a lo esperado. For example, as it turned out, John didn't get the job in advertising. He is going to Australia for a gap year instead. Turn up. Llegar o aparecer. Example. She may turn up at my door someday.
Hi, Matthew. How's it going?
Hi, Paul. I called you up yesterday, but I couldn't get through to you. Are you okay?
Yes, I am. Sorry for not calling you back. I've been very busy looking for a new job.
Really? But what happened?
I quit my job last week. I didn't get on with my boss very well, and I ran out of patience. He used to have me do my projects over many times. I just couldn't put up with all the hard work. That job was stressing me out. It was simply taking up all my time. I had to drink lots of coffee to make it through the day. I used to work during the weekends too, and I would stay up many nights to finish my projects and hand them in on time. I ended up feeling so exhausted every day. My boss used to check up on me all the time. When he saw me nodding off at work one day, he had a go at me, telling me off in front of everyone. Luckily, I had some great colleagues that stood up for me. It was so good to know that I could always count on them. Anyway, I couldn't carry on like that. I felt like being a slave. I wanted to get away. I kept thinking about it for a very long time. I spent days turning the problem over in my mind. It was not easy for me to just give up my job. I will keep myself away from that company from now on. So I started looking for another job.
Hold on a moment. I have to pick this up.
No problem. Go ahead.
Okay, let's take up where we left off. So, you're looking for another job?
Yes, I'm now ready to start over somewhere else.
Maybe you should first try to relax and wind down for a few days.
You're right. I really need a break. But enough about me. Tell me about you. How are you getting on with your work?
Everything is fine.
But you look worried. Is there something going on with you and Sarah, maybe?
Well, the problem is that we broke up, so I'm feeling a bit down at the moment.
I'm really sorry you're going through this, but what happened?
I didn't show up to our date because something came up. I had just found out that I had to attend a business meeting, and I didn't get to call off the date. She thought I made it all up, and that I actually fell for somebody else. She said I had let her down. It's so hard for me to get over this.
You should talk it over and sort things out. Sorry for bringing up this subject if you're not comfortable talking about it.
It's okay. I have to go now. It was nice talking to you. Call me when you have time.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Paul! I'm so glad I've run into you.
Hi, Jessica.
Did you hear about the boss? He was forced to step down from his post. We are going to have a new manager next week. I actually met him last year. He respects people and never looks down on anyone. He will take over the responsibility of the company. Everyone says he will bring about a big change in the company.
Really? I didn't know that.
You can apply again for the job if you like. The company will take on new employees over the next 2 months.
Okay, thanks for the good news, but I have to think about this.
We used to be such a great team. You always came up with wonderful ideas and solutions. When nobody knew the answer, you would figure out what to do right away. You know that many colleagues look up to you.
You really cheered me up. We were a great team indeed. Hi, Matthew. What's up? You look very happy today.
Hi, Paul. Well, I finally made up with Sarah, so I am very happy.
That's such great news.
Not only did we get back together, but I proposed to her and she said yes. So we're going to get married soon.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy for you.
So how about you? Have you found a new job yet?
Guess what? I was hired back and I have a new boss. We get along very well. He is a nice person.
I'm so glad things have finally worked out for you.
Yes, everything turned out fine.
Describing people. Natasha and I love going to posh restaurants where we have to dress up, though Natasha always finds it hard to decide what to put on. Her favorite evening dress is long red and tight fitting, and she has to get me to help her do up the suite. As we live in Moscow, we have to wrap up well before going out in winter, and she puts a long fur coat on over her dress. As soon as we arrive anywhere, she goes straight to the ladies' room to freshen up. Dress up means put on formal or special clothes. Put on means put a piece of clothing onto your body. Do up means fasten. Wrap up means dress in warm clothes. And freshens up means brush your hair, refresh your makeup, or have a quick wash.
Describing place. When we arrived in the town, we were surprised to see how run down it looked. The streets were littered with rubbish. However, one building in the town center stuck up. Its tidy windows, boxes, and fresh paint set in a par. There was a lovely little lamp sticking out from one corner. When we went closer, We found it was the town museum. From down, adjusted, shabby, in a poor condition, were little wit, always passive, contained a lot of sometimes, usually something negative. Stuck out was noticeable because it was different, set apart, make it different, usually better than other of the same type. Sticking out, coming out beyond the edge or surface. First activity. Complete these sentences using a phrasal verb. We have 4 different sentences, so we have to find the correct phrasal verb for completed. In the first sentence, you've had such a long journey. Would you like some time to dress up before we go out to dinner? The correct option for complete is dress up. In the activity number 2, it says, it's a very informal party. You don't have to wrap up. We have to complete with that phrasal verb, wrap up. In the next one, in the sentence number 3, we also have to complete it with a phrasal verb. And the correct phrasal verb for complete is do up. So the sentence is gonna be, will you help me to up my dress? I can't reach the buttons at the back. In the sentence number 4, it's freezing cold today, so if you are going out, do wrap up well and put on a scarf. In this case, we use 2 different phrasal verbs for complete the sentences. In short, phrasal verbs play an important role in the learning of English language because they are not only allowed to stimulate oral communication but also helps to understand more efficiently how the behavior of this language is in the communication. Finally, it is pertinent to know that in English we use phrasal verbs a lot in the conversations, in the writings, practicing the listening. Therefore, it's very important that we learn to use them to have a fluent English. It's really good for expand our vocabulary and speak naturally.